by installing R, and you can install R from this particular site over here. So we've got cran.rproject.org. So let me just click on this link over here. Let me just wait till this loads up. Right. So we've got different versions of R. So if you're using a Linux system, then you can download R for Linux. If you're using a Mac system, then you can download R for Mac. And if you're using a Windows system, then you can download R for Windows. And since I'm using a Windows system, I'll be downloading R for Windows. So I'll click on this link. All right. So again, we have this option to install R for the first time. I'll click on this. And this is the latest version of R, R 3.6.1 for Windows. I'll click on download and the download would start. Now, after installing R, we would also need an IDE. So IDE basically gives you certain features so that implementing code becomes much easier. So if you have worked with Java, then you would know that there is an IDE for Java called as Eclipse. So analogous to that, we also have something known as RStudio when it comes to R. So RStudio is the IDE which makes coding with R extremely easy. And to download RStudio, you can go to this particular site over here, rstudio.com. So I'll click on this link. Alright, so this is the site, and over here we'll be basically downloading the free version of it. So I'll click on download, and we've got different versions over here again. So if you're using a Ubuntu system, you can download it for Ubuntu. Then we've got Debian, Fedora, and so on. And since I'm using a Windows system, so I'll download the 64-bit version for the Windows system. Right, so now the download for R and RStudio is complete. Now let's run to the programming part. So we'll start by understanding what exactly are variables in R. So simply put, variables are just temporary storage spaces. So let's take this example to understand variables in a better way. So you see this shopping bag over here. Now consider that you can only store one item in the shopping bag at one particular time, right? So what you do is you have the shopping bag with you, you go ahead and buy a phone, and then you take this phone and place this inside the shopping bag. So over here, this is your variable and you are storing this particular data item, which is a phone, inside the shopping bag. So after some time, you decide that you don't need a phone and you actually need a pen. So you take this phone out and you put this pen inside this shopping bag over here. And again, after a while, you decide that you don't actually need a pen and you need a makeup kit. So again, you take out this pen from the shopping bag and then you place this makeup kit inside the shopping bag. So over here, this shopping bag is basically acting as a variable. So first it stores a mobile phone, and then it stores a pen, and then it stores a makeup kit. So this is what exactly is a variable. It stores temporary values inside it. Now going ahead, we'll work with these variables in RStudio. So this is RStudio, guys, and we've got all of these panes over here. So this is the script window where you can write all of your script. This is the console window where you can execute your code. And then we've got the environment window over here, which basically shows you the different variables you have. And then we've got this packages and plot window. So this basically shows you the different packages which are already installed, and you can have a glance at all of the plots in this plots window. Right, so let's go ahead and see an example of variables. So I'll go ahead and create a variable with the name var1, and inside this I will store the value, let's say phone. Now I'll print this out, var1, right? So the value is phone. Now what I'll do is inside var1 again, I will store the value pen. Now let me print out var1 over here. So initially the value stored inside var1 was phone, and then I change this value to pen, and when I print it out, the value is pen. So this is how a variable works. So it basically stores temporary values and you can change that value whenever you want. So again, I will go ahead and change this value. So instead of pen, I will store, let's say, makeup inside this. Now I'll print this again, right? So now the value of var1 is makeup. So this is how variables work in R.